This is GTA 3, one of the most nostalgic, gloomy and of course bugged GTA games ever. You probably already knew how to get to underwater, or how to complete a police and fire mission in no time. But in this video, as always, you will see some new bugs and learn, among other things, how to permanently unlock the entrance to the closed Triad Laundry. But before that, the first bug can make your life much easier if you don't like taxi mission. It turns out that just like fire and police mission, we can make it significantly easier. We can skip it completely regardless of how many passengers you transported. To complete this bug, we must have a taxi and the Cipriani's chauffeur mission available. All we have to do is to drive a taxi to a mission marker, hold down the taxi mission start button, get out of the car and enter the mission marker. Now we can skip the cutscene and reach the next mission goal, the Triad Laundry. The most important element when performing this bug is to hold the submit key. If we let it go, we will have to repeat the mission again. After reaching the laundry room, we have to wait until the entire cutscene ends. And this is until Tony gets into the car and we regain control of the car. And after this point, we can finally release the button. Thanks to this, the taxi mission will technically be completed, and from that moment the bargain taxi will start generating. Unfortunately, it will not be included in the game statistics. I'm currently working intensively on solving this bug, so stay tuned for the video. You know what's amazing? The fact that at almost the same moment we can perform another interesting bug that will allow us to enter the Triad Laundry. To do this, we need to perform the same actions as in the previous bug. The only difference is the moment when we have to release the key, and we have to do it when Tony, in the laundry room, starts running away and heading towards the car. After releasing the key, Tony should stop for a moment and the mission will generally be interrupted and we should be able to control Claude again. Thanks to this bug, we will have the laundry room door open even after saving and reloading the game. This is because these two door objects are only modified in the code during this one mission in the entire game. I think this bug can be tested to see if it also works in other missions. Let me know if you've discovered anything interesting. You probably remember the bug from GTA San Andreas, which caused the texture of the weights to be confused and gave them the texture of the boxes. It turns out that a similar mistake also happened in GTA 3. It concerns the cartel, even though at the first glance they don't look like they are spoiled. Everything will change if we look at their shoes. It looks weird, but they contain fragments of their own textures, specifically their faces. I haven't checked all pets, but I'm curious if this bug still occurs in others. Do you want to become fire resistant? There's no problem. All you need to do is throw a Molotov cocktail, step into it and immediately click the replay button. Once you exit this mode, you will be completely immune to fire until the next time you load the game. And by the way, you will lose the ability to use the sniper rifle and rocket launcher. Interestingly, we can also try this bug on pets. If we manage to do it at the wrong time, it may turn out that we will accidentally create enemies that are resistant to fire. Staying on the topic of fire resistance, while rampaging with a flamethrower, I discovered another bug. Every passerby is immune to flamethrower fire at a certain moment. If we are close to a passerby, Claude, even though he is holding a gun, will first hit the passerby to make him move away. The impact will cause the passerby to be knocked to the ground and stunned for a short period of time. For the duration of this stun, all passerby will be immune to fire. The fact that GTA 3 was the first three-dimensional GTA means that we will probably experience the largest number of entries into the Blue Hell. If you know though that there was a lot of this in Vice City, in Liberty City we can enter, for example, through the garages near Tony's hideout, the garages at the cartel base, near the hidden sign, near the radio, behind the hospital, and many other places. Do you remember how in GTA San Andreas we can completely block the progress of the game? If you don't want to spoil your GTA 3 gameplay and prevent you from completing 100% of the game, you must be careful about bugs related to cheat codes. One of the most dangerous examples is the code for riots between pets. If we use it and save the game, we will not be able to complete the game for 100%. Because, for example, in the last mission, Maria will always be killed. The problem is that once we use this code, we will not be able to deactivate it. In addition, there is also another bug that will cause cars to disappear from the streets of Liberty City. The effect is similar to the Vice City stories, but it is triggered differently. If we spawn a lot of tanks with cheat code, any traffic will disappear. Once a tank has been spawned, it will not despawn if we move away from it. Due to the fact that there is a limited number of vehicles in the game that can be generated at one time, the generated tanks will be included in these vehicles, which will prevent normal street traffic from occurring. The last bug is very mysterious to me and difficult to explain where it comes from. It consists in the fact that if the pet is under the car, when we use the first person mode, the pet will simply die. To switch to this mode, for example, hold the sniper rifle, turn on the cursor and press num 4 or 6. If you have any theory about this bug, please write it in a comment. That's all I have prepared for you today. If you like what I do, be sure to rate this video and subscribe for more interesting GTA content. Until next time.